Well, hello again. I have no idea when the last video ended. I can see that my canvas is not in frame, which is kind of too bad. I'd like to adjust that. There we go. Now you can see better for part 2. We are, like I said, we're working on part 2. And I've just been adding colors from squeeze bottles and putting colors down from squeeze bottles on top of them. And now I have switched to dollar store dustpan with some colors in the bottom, which quite a bit of it seems to be white. So I'm going to throw some darker color in there and hope that that adds a little drama. Although it's entirely possible that we can take what we've got, and I've been using these spatulas, and just keep dragging. I can also use the spatula to pick up colors right out of my pan and touch up my sides or do whatever I want with them. So I'm kind of liking all of that. It's fun. I don't know if it's perfect, but it's my first try doing this way, so I'm a little quiet because I'm trying to focus. And really, the sky is the limit with this. I could just keep adding colors until the cows came home, and adding more colors on top and swiping them through. I have some plain white over there, which is not hurting my feelings any. I think I'm going to put some of my pretty colors right on my spatula. Princeton Art Catalyst spatulas, tools. I keep using my spatula. And dragging the white paint, which is nice and fresh because it's a slightly cooler day, which is a really big treat for me because that means that I don't have to be too hot. That's the polite way to put that. And because the Prussian blue has a little bit of Deco Art pouring medium in it, I know it will sell, and there's a fair amount of it throughout. I don't want another thing through there, but I guess I don't want to ruin it, so I'm just gonna lead some stuff. I like to add some kind of depth by dragging marks over other marks, sort of creating structure, sort of. And all I'm doing is dipping my spatula into the pan of colors that you can't see over here, right here, and I'm going to use my pipe cleaner again because I want something in here. And I don't think it's a bad idea at all. Kind of like the white becomes the catalyst it's always meant to be anyway. But I have quite a bit of paint on that pipe cleaner, and it's not turning readily brown. Oh look, it wants to go somewhere else. It's a little floppy. But it's really fun to try new things. So I recommend that. I've got some, whoops. Oops, it came out really fast. It's okay. I've got some pretty colors. I like these little shapes in here. I don't know what to do about that. I don't really want them to go away. Oh well. Sacrifices we make in the name of experimentation. Why not have some fun? Alright, that's kind of cool, and it's not overly complicated. And the pipe cleaner is holding on to quite a bit of paint and allowing it to sell up anyway, well, in most cases. I haven't torched. Torching is for removing the bubbles that you get when you shake your paint. If you keep your paint in squeeze bottles, you're going to want a marble in there, and you're going to want to shake them every time before you use them, so that if you're using Floetrol or any kind of pouring medium, probably, like I am, you take what's separated off on the top and reconstitute it back into the rest. Alright, these are not really obnoxious colors. I kind of want to leave that over here. I kind of just want to keep playing, but I like what I have so much that I'm inclined to just see what happens when I use my pipe cleaner. Yeah, that's alright. I don't want mud, so I'm trying to keep my eye on it, but my mud tends to be purple mud anyway. Oh, we got a spiral by accident. Cool. Somebody's going, yeah, right. I did double my pipe cleaner over, so there's a loop at one end, and that's the end I'm using. I don't think a few dots will hurt anything. Oh, I got one whether I wanted it or not. It's coming out. I didn't put much gold in here, but that's okay. That'll be for another time. And I don't mind that I have a bunch of white. And I think that before my paint sets up anymore, and the fact that I forgot to set the timer becomes a problem, I'm just gonna torch real quick. Wipe off my spatula so I don't have to throw it in the bucket. If you use a bucket to clean your tools, put the water from the paint bucket into another bucket of sand or dirt, something that will filter it out so it doesn't go into the groundwater. People are upset that I say to not put the water in your pipes in the house, but I say that because it will coat your pipes and you will have a huge plumbing bill if you have to replace the pipes in your house. I kind of would regret it if I didn't go ahead and try and add some of my favorite purple in here, and maybe over here too. I don't know if that made it better or not, but it's still not hurting my feelings. Kind of want some orange in there. I kind of really like to, I have no idea what that was. It sounded scary though. Alright, so I said I would torch, and I haven't. And I just keep playing, because I like to play. What can I say? Oh, that's not hurting my feelings a bit. Having little bits of paint on my spatula doesn't hurt my feelings either. I can just take the little dots that are there, pick a color out of my pan, or colors out of my pan, and throw a little something something here or there. And I could do it more if I had more time, but I have no idea how much time I have because I was silly and forgot to set my timer. The timer, if you're just tuning into part 2 and it's the first one you're seeing, goes off because I only have 20 minutes on the camera before it shuts off. And it does shut off because it shut off at the end of the last video and I didn't hear it. I need to find the device that says click and set it so it will say click again, which it used to, and it's not lately, and I don't know why not. It's more convenient by far if it goes click, because then I know what I need to know. Yes, I'm just having a good time dotting things, I admit it. I love adding a few, like, eye draws, stuff that just makes you want to look here and there and makes the eye move around inside the composition. But overall, I like what I have. I'm going to move my paint out of the way, hopefully, so I don't spill it. I'm going to take my torch and I'm going to use it on what I've got. Just to get rid of any of the bubbles, because I have found a few bubbles. Of course, some of them were actually probably bugs. And some of them might have been, you know, from indiscretions in the Floetrol, which definitely happens. But I'm loving the big negative space in the background. Somebody said they thought I was allergic to negative space. I said, you haven't watched enough videos yet. Because I love my negative space. We have some really cool cells happening from the swiping with the spatula, and I think this is definitely the beginning of something interesting. And once I get used to it, I will be incorporating more things into the design. I will be bringing my skewers in, and I will be using chain, and I want that right there to be somewhat different than it is. I don't think we're anywhere near 20 minutes, but better safe than sorry. Pick up some more of that, put it right over there. And if there's anything I haven't told you in this video, I told you in the last one, and I'll tell you again. If you want to contribute to help keep me making art, that would be awesome. The links to do so are right under the Amazon link at the top, where you can find what I usually tell you about is my OXO omelet turning spatula, which spreads paint all over a canvas fantastically, and I love. That's the place to find it. You can also find the Princeton Catalyst art tools in there. Yeah, see, I don't cook the paint, but I warm the paint up and it stiffens up, and then I can't do much with it anymore. You can find Instagram and Pinterest board links and Facebook volumes 1 and 2 of YouTube wet and dry artworks at the bottom of the description. The recipe for my paintings is in the description. I do sell my artwork. There are more than 315 videos. If you've only seen a few, I hope you get to see more, because there are lots more to be seen. Something about that little shape is just bugging me enough to make me want to do something right off the edge. But otherwise, I'm all good. I hope I told you everything I was supposed to, but if you watch enough videos, you'll hear it all sooner or later. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, just playing with spatulas and squeeze bottles and spatulas and squeeze bottles. I will see you in the next video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. I love you guys. Hey, keep commenting. And if you have questions, don't worry about it. I'll answer them as I can when I have time. I love you guys. Bye for now.